I think I've been using this one. I think.
What, slot 5 or what?
I'm at like camera, so like I have
Oh,
two camera setups. Um, and I think I've been using this big one. I don't think I've been using this smaller one.
I don't know.
I've been using this one.
I mean, theoretically, the settings should still be the same as the last time you streamed,
Well,
right?
I changed some stuff, so no.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I did a TFT stream. Um,
Oh, yeah, I did see you did an extra stream.
and what I did is like there's like
Well,
huh?
it looks about right. Probably. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you.
So I set up a element for like OC remix, for like background music.
Basically
So,
being fancy.
so I created a duplicate scene, but as a result, like everything is a little more. Well, as a result, like I duplicated scene one, and I got three scenes altogether, with no real differentiation between them.
Well, I mean, it looks fine, so
Okay.
whatever the fuck you did, it works, I guess.
Diked
Anyway,
is in a bad way.
yeah, no, a little bit. Also, I don't know remember if I told you, but the next area will have 2 mana eggs.
I do recall that, I think.
Cool.
But I appreciate that reminder because I definitely did not remember that.
I mean, that's what I'm here for, to help guide you along.
I think I need to adjust my mic a little bit.
And gently make fun of you along the way.
Okay, I think that mic position is a little bit better.
You ready to go back to work tomorrow?
Oh yes, I am just so ready and excited.
You sounded. I get to go back and be screwed.
Man, there's some bad stuff going on here.
I mean, it's fine. Like, totally fine. Guess we gotta go save an entire village now.
Definitely looking like it.
Luckily, we're very, very do-gooders.
I think I looped. Howdy, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's going pretty well, man. How about yourself? Oh, for sure. Well, that's something, but something for later. I don't know what I'm doing with this camera.
You good there, Tyler?
Not particularly. Where did... What's his name say?
What, the Night Knight?
Yeah, I don't remember what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, I was up till about 3 o'clock myself. Maybe I talked to Alma again. Nope.
Okay. So, you stayed at the inn already, correct?
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just saved.
Antenna Tom.
That would actually make sense.
Yeah, I think you just saved. I don't think you actually... Yeah.
Oh no, you're fine, man.
There we go. Story. Oh no. How did you not hear the rain? We don't know why the rain is bad yet. Yeah, we don't know why the rain is bad.
I don't necessarily like that we're out in it.
That sounds good. Hi, I'm a hero. Justin's a hero. Do it. Justin's a hero. Yeah!
That is true. We did cross the wall.
Yeah, yeah. This child right here. I imagine so. Cool, sounds good. Yes, 200%. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I love puns. Okay. So isn't it cheating, though? Because technically it's not going to be just the two of them.
Well, you know.
What actually is wrong with Rita? Like, if she's concerned, why is she now voicing it?
Right, it's just a bit sudden.
Like, yeah, they could have lost their lives on the wall, going into the ruins. Why is this Typhoon Tower any different?
Oh well, that's healthy looking water.
I mean, it did say it turned, like, the river's bad, so I mean...
Man, that shading on that part of the wall is weird.
Well, but, if I had to pick an overlay, I'm glad it's rain and not fog, though. I don't know why the fog bothers me so much, but it does. Anyway, you've got this, I believe in you.
I mean, I hope that I do. If not, I've got a bigger problem.
What a cinch.
Your man loves, Twitch just closed itself. That's not good.
Yeah, that's always fun when technical mishaps pop up. Ha ha ha! Okay.
Don't touch the water unless necessary, got it. Although I don't know why you thought to test that, but alright.
Well, you know, I have to try things.
So that's your excuse for being reckless, eh?
Only a little reckless. Ah, plague spores. Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right, we won.
Okay. So that's the way I came up then. Okay, okay. Mushroom paths to avoid the poison water.
Okay, so this section on the guide has the mountain and tower in one area, or in one section. The mountain has one egg, the tower has another.
Okay, cool.
I just thought I'd let you know. So you didn't spend forever just searching the mountain for 2 mana eggs.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that's cool, Zane.
Awesome.
Try again.
Yeah, the did I check over there is a super common one for me.
Man, that's a very good point.
That's probably an ambush.
Bravo.
Half the enemy force is now dead.
See, I told you, you got this. I never 100% doubted you for a second.
It's definitely a relatable thing on my end of this. Okay. And then Fina gets to finish off this last one.
Unless you have this, of course.
That's true. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot missing in the game.
Just on Sue's part.
Sue's missed a lot, yeah.
Thank you, Van. I'm so glad someone actually caught what I said.
So my goal for today, outside of general progression, is to get Fina's other whip move.
Not bad, eh?
Not gonna step on that.
Generally recommended that you don't.
Well, that was unfortunate. Okay. Well, I went in a giant circle, apparently.
Apparently. How you managed that is astonishing.
Yeah, I don't really know myself. So I wonder, is there another path over here than the one I took? So before I went over here and then back down that way.
I mean, clearly there's a path. You haven't found the mana egg yet, right?
Well, yes, but I meant over in this direction. Because there's another direction I can go as well.
Look up.
What a cinch.
Oh well, that's okay.
Accept it. Hey, remember when I said don't fuck up?
Some weird pathing up that mountain.
What a cinch.
Justin got a level up. Nice.
Always good.
Okay. So there's a path there.
You're no match for me.
I don't think that should be an ambush. Cool.
Yay! Good job.
Okay, so Gadwin hits him. Sue's just gonna heal herself.
Come on, get up! Not bad, eh?
Let's make sure move-wise I'm doing okay. Yeah, so 4 more levels of whip. Cool.
Arr.
Let's see if that's actually good.
I'd say that's pretty decent, yeah. Like resistance even.
Okay, so we'll give that to Justin then. Oh boy, this terrain. Oh boy.
Oh, did I see some fun things? I saw a fun thing. I see another fun thing.
Yeah. It's a matter of how to get there.
By fighting things.
Well, yes. Yes, that would be accurate. Things do have to get spot and killed. Plague spores on Gadwin.
Oh, luckily you have a status ailment thingy-mabobber for the status ailment.
That is very true. I'm really glad this rain sound effect does not take place inside a battle.
Yeah?
Well, there's the mana egg. And there's the gold.
Plus, you went right by the gold. I was wondering what the fuck you were doing.
Oh, just exploring.
Yeah.
That one gets killed. Yeah, nice little stun there.
All right, we won.
Nice.
Oh my god, she's falling so far behind.
Which one?
Ooh.
Yeah, she is like 3 levels behind right now.
I mean, she is kind of close to leveling up, but like with how much XP she keeps needing. Oh. That's like, about to say you should probably risk it for the biscuit. Does she really, Manla? Because right now she's very squished.
I'm gonna have her heal Fina this time.
Come on, get up!
Alright. I trust you.
Come, try it.
The reason I would want to be down here.
Where's the crossing thing? Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I could go down there. And that just brought me over here.
Yeah, I was
Neat.
trying to tell you that there was a crossing thing.
Yeah, I was hoping there was going to be something else. Okay. I'm not really too worried about that gold.
I would agree. I think you have a decent amount now. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, I did spin a lot, but I'm still very okay. The one that's trying to do the plague spore can just not.
friend. He's trying to give you a gift.
Well, that's fine and all, but no thank you.
Well, that's just rude.
Okay.
Not bad, eh?
Yay!
Uh. Oh, that's hilarious. Man, if that's not what you meant. Oh, I really hope it was though. Oh.
I hope man means more than just her almost leveling up. I really hope he means that she'll just become more badass later.
Well, I mean, she needs 600 more experience for level 15. She needs more experience for level 15 than Justin needs for level 17. Oh, that's just. That is absolutely phenomenal.
So
Okay.
I don't think that's what man. I don't think what you're thinking is what man meant. So I'm trusting man. Oh.
How is my health? Health is okay for now.
Right the fuck up. Hidey hole? I think you need to get to the tower, but it's a nice hidey hole. And action, yeah. And what that suck actually had a time limit.
It would definitely be something. Ow.
What is this tower?
Like, I don't get the purpose of these currently.
Hidey holes. You apparently, from the one time you've done it, you aggroed one person, then it went away as soon as you went into the hidey hole.
Well, it definitely ran into the wall. It kept me from the enemy.
Yeah, but they also just, like, flew away.
No, that's an ambush.
Good job. Some of them have items inside? Yeah, probably.
That's not great.
Good job. Bravo. You're doing so amazing.
And Fina now has plague.
Again, at least you have the Healy thing.
That is true. I've got a few vaccines.
Are you comparing vaccines to magic?
Well, I don't think Cure would stop. Okay, their game. Let's do some rah-rahing.
I thought Cure was like for status ailments in general.
I think it's just poison.
Guess we'll find out.
Come, try again.
Yeah, if I could tell which one of these huts had items in them better, outside of maybe like just what's in the opening, I would definitely use them. Let's see. Well, I'll try Cure.
Well, I mean, you should be able to read to see what it says.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
it is
cures
just
poison.
Alright, alright.
See, now I gotta go in and search.
I can tell you one thing won't be in those huts.
The mana egg.
The mana egg.
Man,
Oh, never mind. They went in there with you. Somehow you didn't get ambushed, though.
I think I somehow managed to have my people positioned right. Kobold Soldier. Lovely. At least I'm pretty sure they're kobolds. Maybe? Hey, Lotus Cup.
Neat. Anyway, you're asking the wrong D&D
You're no
player.
match for me.
Well, kobolds are usually goblin-esque. Hey, vaccine. Probably gonna be useful.
I was more meaning the fact if I don't know what they look like.
Yep, I deserve that one.
I mean, kind of.
Lizard Rider. Sounds great.
What a cinch.
Actually, real quick. Okay. So this way. Okay. Goblin plus giant rat equal kobolds usually.
I don't want to know how those came into being. Moving on.
You can also get some fun if you throw in some lizard slash dragon-esque properties with them.
What did you gain? Money?
Gold.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to be attacked.
We're just gonna go ahead and get in this fight. Surprised I did not get the other guys on this.
You're no match for me.
That's an ambush. Nope. Kleps. Okay, so they're not quite kobolds.
Are they kleptomaniacs?
I would love for them not to steal stuff from me if so.
I think that'd be kind of a fun enemy design.
Come on, get up!
We'll heal Fina and then next time I'll heal Gadwin.
What a
Gadwin just there doing work. I don't remember if I went in this one. I thought I did, but
I don't know. They all look the same.
they really kind of do.
You'll never get away!
Because why not?
Hey Taylor,
Yo.
Manlum's asked a question.
Oh yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not, you know, needlessly graphic, I don't have an issue there.
Come on, get up!
Maybe I have links blocked. I might have that. Oh. I did something very wrong. One second.
You didn't exit out of the game, did you?
No.
Alright.
How do I... Okay, it blocked on my end.
Yeah, I'm just seeing some stars.
Oh... I don't know how... I've never had to deal with this before. I've got you as a moderator in the chat. You may be able to, like, allow the link?
Nope. I was trying. I've got the option of timeout, ban, delete, and user actions, which none of it says anything about links.
Let me just check something real quick, because I do want to...
It's not something you can change, man. It's something on our end. Probably
Yeah,
mostly
it's
Tyler's end.
It's probably some setting I have.
I mean, if anything, we can probably I can look it up. Not that I necessarily want to know what a goblin and a rat looks like together, but like, you know. Because I feel like it's going to be horrifying.
I mean... Let me get one. Let me make sure that works. So I apologize that I can't do the one that you sent, but that may show up in chat.
It showed up for me. Why Why does everyone want to torture me with this information?
It's not as horrifying as you would think from the conversation.
That is horrifying. What the fuck you on about?
Okay, well, you know, we all have different definitions then. I'll have to check out my chat settings later.
Keep both on about. Wow, kobold, honestly, just the idea of a rat and a goblin together just sounds terrifying, and I
Rat goblin lizard thing.
kind of shit I'd see in my nightmares, alright? What have you found? Oh, the tower, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the thing that you did that was terrible?
So I right-clicked on man's message in stream elements, and it pulled up a menu with, you know, ban, timeout, etc., etc. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
And I was trying to figure out how not to accidentally time out man lumps.
Yeah. At least you didn't exit out of the game.
Also very true.
Should probably knock on wood for that one shut and die.
Okay, well, we're gonna recover. And we're gonna save, because I made it this far.
Good job. Now there's one mana egg somewhere in the tower. Have fun.
You know, it will hopefully be easier to navigate than...
And there's a boss. That's fun.
Good.
Luckily, there is a save point right before the boss, so have at it.
That's a lot of enemies just on that crate. Okay. Elite Kleps. It was Kleps, right?
It was Klebs. Well, I mean, Godwin did say that it was gonna be very dangerous, so like, you know.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, so canceling, or not canceling, but hitting that one will let Fina get her attack off at least. Poor Fina has really been laid into.
No, your choice of words always astonishes me.
Come.
Did I use a weird word choice there?
A little bit.
Okay. I don't know that I could identify which one it was. So there's that. Well, there's the mana egg.
Do you just like hit those barrels and then enemies just spawn?
No, they came from that giant rock, so for whatever reason that aggroed them.
Probably sound. Yes, thank you. Thank you, man. At least you understand.
Oh, I really said that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And now that just exists on the internet.
This is true.
All right, we won.
Well, that was pretty easy to find that.
Yeah, I will.
So how are you supposed to use mana eggs now? Because, like, your two main peeps have all the elements, and you were told, well, highly recommended not to put anything into Sue yet.
Great question. Couldn't tell you.
I guess into storage they go for now?
Yeah, next time I find a storage space, I have quite a bit of stuff to put in there.
I mean, you know, exploring. It does that.
What is my inventory even looking like right now?
I mean,
Okay.
Vina's got enough room.
Yeah, it's not terrible at the moment.
And, I mean, at least we already were told that no one dies, so... don't have to worry about permanently losing a character.
So those are stairs.
Although it was hilarious how you were just very adamant on getting your resurrection potion back from Vina.
Yes.
I feel like our slogan for this campaign so far is, instead of like the got milk shell, it's got mana eggs. Wow, they just really hate Fina.
They really kind of do.
First it was Sue, and then it was Fina. Why can't it be Godwin? He's the beefy tank.
He really is. Like, he has a lot of health. Oh.
The answer is no. I think you literally have to hit barrels for them to come. Yeah. Yeah, it would seem so. Or not? What the fuck? Well, I'm out of ideas. Unless you just didn't hit the right barrel.
Well, it's seeming less and less likely.
I don't know, you missed one. Well. I don't know then. Oh, okay, there's two back there. Or like, I think that's two.
Oh boy. Oh. If you're having that message, go ahead and allow that.
It didn't say anything.
Not bad,
It didn't pop up as anything.
No, I'm using like an auto filter thing, so it probably flagged. So I just flagged the lolly part of that.
Was it a message that I'm not seeing?
I've got you set up as a moderator on my channel, right?
I mean, I can the user, but I feel like you did.
I thought I did too.
Rich, you didn't, like, follow me, and now you're not putting me as a moderator even though you said you were going to. Like, I get it, fine. Just don't put me around.
Sorry if that was loud under the mic, guys. But yeah, you should see the message now if you was if you did not see it before.
No.
Ah, okay, so that's this part here.
I want to know what the message is.
Man, I don't know why it doesn't show for you. Anyhow, Manlump said, kobolds don't like lollies, so they'd rather hit on doms. Yep.
All right, we won.
But yeah, apparently I need to go in and make sure I got some of the moderator settings set up right, because I could very well have it set up weird.
I get it. It's fine. Whatever. Like, I get it, Tyler. It's fine.
Hush.
Fine, really? No, I get it. Like, it's whatever.
Can we talk about how there's like a sword just laying on the ground? So that's...
I mean, she doesn't necessarily have to be a dom. She could be a switch. Or an alpha brat.
Oh,
Oh!
okay. That's apparently an alarm. A lot of enemies here.
I mean, it is a dangerous tower.
I mean, you have a point.
Pretty easy, right?
Later, man.
Have a go, man. Gonna try to kill these guys out so that way I'm not getting ambushed.
Thanks, man.
You'll never get away.
Cool, that's what I was hoping for there. I'm gonna actually defend so I can attack with Fina.
Makes sense.
Not bad, eh?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that Fire Whip really helped the experience gaining for that level. We'll have him attack the one way in the back. Justin was getting stabbed, and Sue saved him.
Right?
I mean, that sounds about probably what is accurate to their friendship.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think in ours would be kind of a 50-50. We both get stabbed, we both heal up.
probably pretty similar to that.
Because I know I would
Okay.
get stabbed.
So
I don't
those are,
think you can go up those.
yeah, it doesn't appear to let me. Hello, guys. Nice to see y'all.
I'm sure everything's gonna go swell and dandy.
Do wish I had more SP there. Unfortunate. That was weird.
What happened? I will look away for a second.
Gadwin hit a different enemy than the one he was targeting after Fina had hit them.
He didn't want to get in her way. He's trying to be a gentleman.
Should have used Earth or something with Justin instead of just defending. Didn't think about it.
Yeah. And it's nice having someone tanky on your side.
Man, even running down this is slow.
I think it's meant to be like sludge or something. Which would explain why you can't go up.
I mean, you have a point.
I think that's something that would be in a tower that has poisonous rain outside.
You also have a point.
With lizard and bird folk inside.
Pretty easy, right, Puppy?
You know, I kind of wish I'd started at the start of this playthrough to make a tally of who actually gets the final shot. No reason for it, just kind of curious.
It's definitely been an interesting tracker, that's for sure.
So I know Godwin's temporary. I wonder if we're gonna get a permanent fourth member, or if it's just gonna switch out continuously.
I don't know. I don't know how many party members we cycle through or not.
Not bad, eh?
Well, I think one is going to be definitely a constant. Justin.
Yeah, Justin seems pretty constant. I'd probably say Fina is based on information.
Information.
Yeah, from the chat. Otherwise, we wouldn't have invested all the elements into Fina.
Might indicate Sue might not be a birthday party member.
I mean, that is a possibility, right?
I don't know. But according to Man, apparently it's better. I don't know.
Not bad, eh?
I'm gonna get this whip skill to level 24, even if it doesn't want to go there.
You act like the game is actively saying, no, you will not level up this whip skill.
I mean, to be fair, it is slowing the progression down.
Isn't that what it's supposed to do?
Kind of?
That's my understanding of, like, games, is that as you level it up higher and higher, it slows down in progression.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it's doing right now, because I'm just like, attack.
You'll never get away.
Just imagine like this little girl throwing darts that are just like impaling your friends in the throat.
That
And then
would be
they
terrifying.
and then they just cheer over your body.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be able to see them cheering over your body, they'd be dead. But like... But the thought of a tiny child throwing a dart and skewering it to someone's throat, now that is terrifying.
Right?
But then again, I don't know, I kinda find the just a whip hurting, like just suddenly having flames being equally terrifying. That's the last thing I see before I die.
I'd say understandable, really.
That or Tanky McTankerson, which I don't know if it's canon or not, but in my mind he's like twice Justin's height.
I mean,
Not bad, eh?
kind of, right? Like, he is just a giant.
And then there's Justin. I can't think of anything terrifying about Justin.
Yup, just a young fellow with a sword. Nothing really extraordinary about that.
Unless it's the fact that he's probably having a goofy grin while he's slashing you up.
That would be kind of ominous. Okay, Gadwin.
Come on, get up!
All right, we won.
That being said, Justin is hitting pretty hard nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you did level up his skills quite.
Okay.
You've gotten all the treasure. But not all the enemies.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of the treasure down here.
They just keep existing, don't they?
Kind of, yeah. We'll just do that.
Not bad, eh?
One experience away from leveling up the whip skill.
Well, conveniently, here's a battle.
Conveniently indeed.
And you said the game didn't want you to level up the whip skill.
And then that makes it why I just need one more level up with it. And then I can focus back on magic with her. I was like, that thing was super
All
dead.
right, we won.
Interesting. think that's the other side of where I was already looking. Where does this take me? Also to level 2. Interesting.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead, save. I'm just gonna double check on this side over here though, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but... I haven't been down here, I don't think, unless... Oh, no. Okay, that is where it is. Okay, I know where this is at now. Okay, okay. That works out okay. Well, I'm gonna go up the hidden one first. Oh, this is lovely. Love this. I feel like those are another form of these guys. Oh, yeah, that's because it is.
Left Knight, yeah.
You'll never get away.
That works out pretty well.
All right, we won.
Okay, so she can equip that, so I guess I will go ahead and give that to Justin. Okay, so come on. Gonna turn?
Is it actually, it's not gonna turn unless you, like, while you're on it? I think it's just not gonna turn while you're on it. Because, like, there's a way to it from the, like, perpendicular to it, so...
Right?
Yeah, we'll miss that.
Wait, what?
Yes!
Sure. Let's see how this goes.
Brilliantly, I imagine.
Okay, so this takes me...
To Tower 1 again.
Yeah, but it's actually somewhere I've not been.
You know what? You have fun with this.
Right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna dip out of this navigation game. Okay. Well, we're gonna try to lay the one that... Justin, where are you going? What the hell? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Justin just decided he's not doing anything. I don't want kill breath going off. Justin, if you could actually attack this time, that'd be neat.
All right, we won.
Bother. Health okay? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. So... No. How did she use that?
How did she use what?
The hell bow. Because that's what I was trying to figure out, is like, how does this work?
Can you just attack on it, be crackle?
All right,
Because that's
we
what
won.
it said.
Yeah, but like, I did attack last time, and it did a regular attack. Maybe it's just a % chance to trigger?
Probably just a % chance to trigger, yeah.
Ooh, pardon me. Nope, just barely off of that. Oh well. Yeah, because it's definitely not in this. Oh. Okay, I figured it out.
Good.
That's convenient.
All right, we won.
Especially since, like, the bow is not very effective against these guys. Okay. So this will take me down somewhere else entirely different. Okay. Perfectly normal. I'm gonna pretend to understand what happened there.
It looked like a thing moved.
Yeah. It just happens to be a thing I've never seen before, so... There's like... Okay, so it's... Okay, so I did see over there, I guess. So that activated there. So I get to go all the way back around again.
Is it
Okay.
navigation fun?
It's definitely something. So I don't want to go there yet. Or maybe I do.
Recover, recover, recover.
I'm recovering, I'm recovering.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Okay, so this is probably where the red lever is? No, the green lever. Okay. So this takes me to this side over here.
This isn't weird.
Yep, not all. It's perfectly okay.
You'll never get away.
Come, try again.
Am I gonna get another item off this? I sure am. Okay. So I think Fina's whip skill is now high enough. Yep. So now just wind and fire. Just wind, actually. Never mind. Okay. Where does this take me? So... That's just down, that's it. Okay, so this takes me to over here.
I think you might just need to go to the other set of stairs.
Yes. Because, yeah, I was wondering about this rope, because I knew this rope led up somewhere. But, yeah. Doesn't look like this side over here has... anything? Well, I'll go ahead. Recover again. Okay, Fina can hold 2 more items.
Oh, wind, blow 'em away.
Definitely hits a little bit harder than Sue's regular attack there. I did not expect that, but that's cool. Fina's strength went up a decent amount. Her agility stayed pretty even.
Hey, fine. You know what's coming, don't you?
I'm assuming a boss fight, but I've not found the mana egg.
Yeah, you did. You literally found it in the first room.
Yes, you're right. I'm stupid. Ignore me.
Trust me, if you hadn't found the mana egg, I would have been harassing you about it.
Why is this considered a good grinding spot, I wonder?
I don't know. I mean, you did level up some good skills. But I don't know why it's considered a good grinding spot.
Maybe it's just because the enemies are tough?
Maybe?
Oh well, I don't think I need to grind any. Do you?
I mean, I think you've killed about everything in the goddamn tower, so I think you're good.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty okay.
Have fun with your next boss.
Okay. Yeah, Justin, if you could have just not said anything, that would have been great.
I think it was going to transform either way. Also, get up on the Hydra's back, anyone? Have fun. The heads and the main body have separate HPs. And they each have different names, yeah.
Okay.
Recommended to fight the heads more than the body, before the body.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Don't use Dragon Cut technique because it's useless. And yeah, have fun. You'll figure it out. Although if you do attacks that do multiple hit enemy things, yeah. And that's always a pleasant, good idea.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, power of ice.
Just in time.
Damn! Pretty decent though.
Yeah.
That wasn't decent.
So that's one head down.
Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Or burn flare.
Yeah, let's do a burn flare.
See my power.
Ooh. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so I just have the one there.
Ha! Slice in two.
Damn!
Cool.
All right. Big win for us.
Yeah, that is a big win. That's a very nice win.
I will take that.
Does that mean Squish Baby levels up? Yes. I still say this is cheating. I still say this is cheating.
I'm gonna go back and recover and save.
I mean, while I am an advocate for that all the time, yes, you don't have another, like, big fight coming up. You know, this guide makes me feel all warm and cozy inside sometimes with how it phrases things.
I was gonna say, like, I get the feeling something not great is probably gonna happen.
I don't know. It describes something as a warm place, ... apparently. So, I don't honestly know what you should expect.
Same.
You know, that kind of bothers me that all the discs are together except the middle one. That one just split in half for no reason.
Yeah, you're kind of actually right there.
I don't even care about the orientation of them not matching, but
This is ominous as shit.
it's actually nothing bad. Hey, man. As you can see, he just defeated the serpent. Okay.
Lovely.
Let me guess. The stars leads to the future. What?
Ooh.
No! No, he's not allowed to die. Doesn't mean you should die! Why don't you just all go through the same mirror? No.
The music is great here, though.
I hope I'm wrong. No. I say pick stars.
Sure.
What shit? No!
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, she's doing the same thing Justin is, and, you know, Justin's getting upset. So, you know, it's one of those things.
No! Let Sue go. No, you can't. Oh, okay. I was about to be like, I don't think it's gonna work for you. There's been 2 adventurers who went to the stone tablet already. I believe in you, Fiona. Yes.
Man. Uh.
Okay, cool. She picked stars too.
I expected her to just run in there.
So I'd like to say I was right. It was a 50-50 guess. Yes, she's a little girl, but also she is squish. We can afford to lose her. Alright. I have a lot of questions.
So many.
Uh... They're saying you don't trust me about her catching up and being badass. I see. I do trust you. I'm just saying at this current juncture, she is the weakest link.
Only a few hours remain. I don't think we got hours here, mate.
Itch! Like, I love you, Vita! Leave!
Sue has a point.
I trust him to actually make it out of here. Like... Is he just gonna eat them down the stairs? Or, oh, okay. Like, if there's anyone I could trust to get out of there, it actually would be Godwin. He's fine. So here's my question. How do they know about this trial if no one's ever taken it before? Because clearly no one ever has, because otherwise there would be no tower.
Man, there's no way that took them hours, and you know it. Okay, Gadwin, can we scale back here?
No, I understand where Godwin's going with. Ow.
Justin? What? Ow!
Plot bullshit.
Ow!
Pretty much.
Justin!
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Are you kidding? I'm just fine.
Wow! Justin, you're like a real hero!
That's
Aw.
right.
With
You're
plot
just
armor.
the man I knew you to be.
Really? Come on, Gadwin. You're gonna make me get embarrassed.
Well, there's no rain clouds because it suddenly cleared up.
Bina, how about that? I did it. Aren't you impressed?
Nah, I can't.
No, she's very upset right now.
Yes!
What? What the heck was that for? Uh-oh.
Justin! You fool! Look at me! I'm crying! You have no idea how worried I was.
Bina.
Promise me, Justin. Promise that you'll never, ever worry me like that again.
Somehow, I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
I'm sorry. I promise. I'll never make you cry again. I swear.
Justin, you had me really, really worried.
Hence why you were smacked.
Hey! It stopped raining!
Thank you for noticing that finally.
Look! Look, everyone! Over there! It's a rainbow!
We don't get to see the rainbow? That's rude. Well, have fun going back to the village now.
Man, I really thought it was gonna show if I ran over here. Oh well.
Yeah, no, of course it's not going to. That's just how the game is. Rude. I still wouldn't recommend stepping into the, probably acidic water.
Yeah, I'm working to avoid that.
Congratulations, you beat the tower. I'm still questioning on how they knew there was this trial in the first place when apparently no one's allowed to go in the tower. No one's ever done the trial before, otherwise there would have been no tower in the first place.
Well, presumably at some point in the past they have entered the tower. Presumably.
I'm pretty sure I remember the elders saying that the tower was pretty much not a place people go to.
Oh yeah, but like centuries ago.
I'm just questioning about this whole trial business, since
You're no match for me.
it's apparently never been done before, or did someone else just make a tower? AKA Ash just being nitpicky about plot stuff.
Think this way?
I don't know, have fun! Yoo-hoo!
All without stepping in the poison.
Oh. Hey everyone, we brought back the sunshine. I would assume the Elder or something.
Ah, to the dragon's nest.
Bitch, I've been a hero. No, just wait till Justin goes back home and tells his mom all about how he almost got killed.
Right. And Java.
Oh, I'm sure Java would just laugh at it. I was more meaning like his mom would be like, the fuck? Alright, what's that supposed to do? You know, have his spear thrust into the ground. Would be. That would be true. No, you helped kill off all the enemies.
You also got Fina and Sue out of the tower.
Yep. Not that I'm arguing against Fina being second in command.
uh,
We've got a few places to go before then.
okay.
Yeah, specifically the Llama Mountains, yes.
Okay. Should I go save first in the village? And put
Yes.
things away?
Yes, 200%.
Okay, let's actually look at what I got. Fire resistance, metal frog.
Again, just put back any accessories you do not think you're going to use in this next area.
Yeah, I'm just saying what I actually have.
So there is some kind of thing in the Llama Mountain that's called a dragon killer.
Well, that sounds like a good thing. That gets put up.
Okay, that's... So the items listed doesn't list a mana egg, but when reading the small description of Llama Mountain, there is a mana egg, so I don't know if there's a mana egg or not. Have fun with that.
Sounds great. Okay. Oh, I somehow missed that. So 2 health weeds and the confusion charm. Another of the vaccines. Oh, okay, so that's how you can tell who has what. Do I need vaccine stuff up there, do you know?
No idea. I don't know what enemies you encounter. It does not typically tell me anything about enemies. If anything, save, and then if you find out you need vaccine, reload. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
But as you've also mentioned before, usually the game's pretty decent about giving you items that you need. Like you got vaccines in the plague area and antidotes in the poison area. Shit like that. Well, this is wholly slightly unpleasant.
Yeah, this is a very large open area. Okay. Are those giant stingrays?
It's a blue kite. So,
Kind of?
land
A wind,
stingrays, I
blow
guess.
'em away.
Okay. May as well.
Burnout!
So, wind, no, fire, yes.
You're no match for me.
Right, while you're exploring stuff, I will be right back.
Okay. That should be my initiative, I think. Yeah. Man, the face of those things are a lot more terrifying than what the backsides would have you believe.
A wind, blow 'em away. Pretty easy.
Okay, 63 on the wind skill. I think it's 14 right now, so I'll begin that move soon. Oh, those are some war tribes there.
Burn, baby, burn!
Ooh, that hit pretty hard. Let's do that.
Please protect us.
Ah, poor Justin. Okay. I wonder how much. 12 wind. More than I thought it was gonna give. I expected it to be a lot less. Oh, that's an ambush. That will at least hit all of them. Okay, listen here, Gadwin. Let's see how effective that is. I'm expecting not very. Better than I thought it did.
All right, we won.
Pretty okay. Wait, okay. So where am I at necessarily? I don't know that I fully understand.
Oh, wind, blow 'em away!
Ah, yep. We were right on that whip. And Gadwin just smokes them in one hit like that. Okay, so what do I want to be working on then with her? Probably Earth. Yeah, probably Earth for now. Justin needs to be doing wind. Yeah, Justin needs to do a lot of wind. Cause it's still level 1. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So his axe skill is high enough for that, so is his water skill. Okay. What was his sword skill at? 17? Better than I thought it was, actually. Okay, so that was exiting. Whoops. Okay. So the trees are actually there as borders, so that's convenient enough. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have her start using digging a lot.
Please protect us!
My new combat strategy focuses on defense. Find out how this can help you. Oh, that should be a good cast.
See my power.
Yeah, it should hit all 5 of them. Poor Sue. Another 3 hit. I'll take that. Got him. Take out that thing. Or not. Okay. More digging for Fina.
Please protect us.
Blast!
Might hit that outside one. Nah, not quite. Oh well. At least it goes back to where it was. That's nice of it. Lots of elemental skill there. Okay. So that part there is good. Lovely flower fields.
Hello.
Welcome back. So I got the new whip move.
Ooh.
It's called Zap Whip.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yes. But let's see what it looks like. I am also now focusing on Wind for Justin and Earth for Fina. Oh, don't you dare cancel that. Oh, I hate you. Trying it again.
Here goes! Ha!
Don't think you can get away.
Ooh,
Not bad, eh?
I like the look of that. Definitely like the look of it. Good for a single enemy. Okay. That's ambush. No, okay, neutral. That's good enough for me.
Anyway, did I miss anything else while I was gone?
No. Just me looking at the moves and figuring out what I need to be grinding next.
Neat.
Please protect us.
Which is just going to be lots of digging from Fina and howl from Justin.
Ooh.
And so Fina knows Cure now.
Oh, good.
Blast!
That one enemy is up in the air right now.
Alright.
Man, we'll just attack. They're just too far spread out to make that a good use of MP.
Please protect us.
Did Justin just hit once and then decide that he's not moving anymore? I think he did. Sorry.
Come, try again.
I'm not gonna pretend to try and understand that one. Okay. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything back on this side. I don't think I did, because over here is the flower field. Okay.
Jesus. I'm reading up on like what's to come. Have fun.
You make me feel so good about this. Okay. Oh, that's an ambush. I was hoping I could double back in time to prevent that. Also, look at these things' faces.
So, stingray bird?
Stingray, like, bird pterodactyl nonsense.
Please protect us.
Appreciate you coming back to stay around for a little bit, man. You have a good one.
Have fun.
Again with that.
Please protect us.
I could use Sue getting a turn so she can cast heal. Yeah, if you could just heal yourself, that'd be great.
Come on, get up.
She's getting a little low.
All right, we won.
Okay. Decent level up for Justin. Oh, I don't want to go there yet. I'm sorry, huh?
What's up?
Just some of the map layout. It's being weird and confusing to me.
I can't help you. Is this still section 1 of the mountains?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I found section 2, but I didn't go there yet.
Oh. Okay. Have fun.
Okay. Well, I'm going there now. Okay, section 2, South Llama Mountains. Well, at least there's a save point. Yep, we won't have a map for that.
That wasn't obvious before. I would hope she knows how to cook after living on her own for who knows how long. How about, if we only get one, I would pick the Twin Towers personally.
Yeah. I think I agree.
Also, I like that the town is just called Gumbo, though.
Right. Oh, lovely.
There we go. Okay, cool.
I think you're almost already that, Gadwin.
A little bit. Really? So you always risk your life during a festival?
Right. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you for being the good wingman.
Right. Sue is definitely playing the wingman angle. And Venus is like, whatever do you mean, Sue? I have no idea. Oh, goodness. God, Fina, I don't believe you. Okay.
Oh.
I'm curious about... Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna hit the hay.
Oh, these two. Over the
Well,
wall?
yeah.
When are they gonna find out that we went over the wall? Well, about that. Oh. No.
Probably for the best that we don't.
What ruins?
Somehow I get the feeling the ones that we're going to. Interesting, interesting. Uh-huh. Oh, this is great.
Yep.
Love this.
Have fun.
Oh boy.
Please
It's fine.
protect us.
It's fine. This isn't gonna be convoluted at all, is it? Cool, she's learned Trimmer now, so she can be offensive a little bit.
See my power.
He gets to hit 3 of them, gets that extra wind experience. And Sue gets to do some cleaning up. Maybe? Okay, great.
Please protect us.
And these guys are decently tanky.
Please protect us.
Come, try again.
Why are there so many? Good God.
If it makes you feel better, this isn't the worst section to come.
It really doesn't make me feel better, Ash. Funny that.
Oh. Because, like, there's one area that's not immediately coming, but is coming, that doesn't have a save point in it.
Good, good, good. Joy, joy. Godwin just didn't do anything there. He just hit twice and missed. I should have used Trimmer there.
Protect us.
Oh well. Well, at least one of them is dead. And now both of them are dead.
All right, we won.
Fina is getting close to a level up. Is that an ambush? I don't know. Okay.
Oh, Earth, protect us all.
Didn't have it on the right one for that. Dang. I don't expect it to be very effective. I hit harder than I thought it would. Yeah, I guess that.
Please protect us.
Sue, I think, is standing up in that frame.
All right, we won.
Okay. I guess. There's so many enemies. Okay.
Here goes. Ha!
That one can get hit.
Oh, Earth, protect us all.
I don't know if that hit all of them or just the 4. I think just the 4. No, all of them. Okay. Cool. Put me as pleasantly surprised there. Okay. Okay, let's see if this one takes me back to where I think it will. Nope, it didn't. Probably a good thing I came this way then.
Blast!
We'll just do digging. That's fine.
Please protect us. Come on, get up.
Poor Sue. Just getting clobbered like that.
I mean, it's gotta be one or the other.
Protect us.
I mean, yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep getting Earth experience if the game keeps letting me do it.
Please protect us.
I should hopefully be getting some lightning spells with Justin here soon.
Hopefully. That'd be good.
I don't know what all Fina's gonna be getting. Really, game? That's just needlessly aggressive.
Blast!
probably just do that, I think.
All right, we won.
This feels like a very large zone, but I got 2 level ups here, so Sue's strength went up. Her agility went up some more. Bina, an okay level up. An eye stone, okay. Why is this area so large?
Please protect us.
This area is going to take forever to explore.
Have fun.
Okay, so Fina learned wow. Poor Sue. So wow ups attack power of one friend with heat. Okay.
Please.
Well, that's a move.
Come, try again.
Yeah, I'm sure you read the description of this place and you're just like, huh, yep, nope, fuck that.
Well, it didn't really say anything about how big it was. It just said that there were some roving things and, you know, some places to explore.
Made me feel real safe there. This has been one huge loop.
Please protect us.
Okay. A decent hit.
Come on, get up.
Ooh, that hit Gadwin decently hard.
He can take it.
I mean, thankfully, yes. Imagine if that was Sue, though.
I mean... You have a resurrect.
You're not wrong.
All right, we won.
Okay, what does this give me? Health weed. Great, why I always wanted. Okay, well, that means I missed a lot of shit. At least the enemies are maybe still defeated. It looks like it. What is this supposed to be? I wouldn't be able to get away from that one without an ambush.
Please protect us. Yeah, I think once his wind gets up to like level 6. Yep, there we go. Zap. Please protect us.
That's a level 1 spell that takes 11. Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, heart probably hits hard. I don't know.
I think it does, and I think it is AoE.
So, you know, it's kind of worth the cost.
We're definitely hoping so at this juncture. Okay, so this way I didn't go. Oh, there's that dragon killer item.
Neat, neat.
I think all of this is just one-way stuff. So this actually didn't end up being that bad. Ultimately. Hey, I need to test Zap out on you guys, so just stand still for a second. Yep, that perfect. Perfect.
Maybe if we just ask more politely, I don't know.
Burn to a crisp. What a sin.
See? It's worth the cost.
Yep. Yeah, if you're not going for how do I want to phrase it? If you're not trying to ration your magic, it's pretty sweet.
Well, I mean, eventually, like, you'll get higher, like, level 1 mana slots. Higher amount of level 1 slots where it's failing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like right now I've got like 41 on him and 51 on Fina. So that's pretty good, really. All in all. Let's just do a quick status check. So wind to 6. Still needs to go.
One more level.
And then I get the all wind spell there.
Six.
Wind 9 will get me the zap upgrade. So works pretty well there.
You got a few levels. You got this.
Yeah. So I need to get wind to at least 10. And then Fina, Her earth setup there is good at 5. Needs to go to 10, so use trimmer where I can. Yeah, pretty good so far. Nice little town design here. They really wanted to show off the quality of this town design.
Obviously.
Well, I'm sure something is definitely afoot. The frog god.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Uh-huh. Reassuring.
Alright, nothing's wrong.
Listen here, Gadwin! That's not okay. Oh.
It's
Oh.
fine!
Okay, I've got a suspicion. There is some kind of issue with... Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind.
No, continue your thought.
I was like, you know, like maybe like there's an issue with women, but that doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. I'm very confused.
I told you everything's fine.
I am so confused. Okay, so there's some kind of just like general attraction thing going on here that is apparently very problematic.
Fine, don't worry about it.
That's the dining hall. I didn't mean to go in here. Oh, I can't go on the grass. Interesting. Well, while we're here,
Yeah.
the frog axe. Wow, none of that stuff is actually better than what I had. That's interesting. That's an expensive shield. Okay. For a moment, I thought this was going to be something to wake up the whole party. Okay, well there's a few items here that are good from the armor side, but otherwise not terribly impressed. Let's see if the dining hall is running a bee. I don't think it is. Okay. Everything is totally normal and fine here.
Yep. I told you it's fine. Everything's great.
Now listen here, game. Maybe over here? I do not understand this layout.
2 months is a long time. I think I go with this.
I don't have a correct answer for this one.
Okay.
Ah, you don't have a choice.
I want to see if I can do it again. Okay.
Is Fina gonna hit him?
Not particularly. Man, this is a dangerous situation going on.
It's fine.
I am expecting a sacrifice. Oh god, we're going to go for the sacrifice into the volcano bit, aren't we?
I highly recommend if you want to stash any items, go stash items. I like 200% am telling you to go stash items.
Okay.
There's not like a ton of items, but like go stash items.
Do I lower my attack by 3 for a weapon effective on dragons?
Well, you can, but there's going to be a more effective item coming up that you're going to actually want instead.
Okay. I'm hoping I can still go stash. I may not be able to at this point. Yeah, I can't,
Well, sucks for you.
yeah.
I didn't think you wouldn't be able to before you talked to the elder.
That's okay.
Well, it mentions that you get to sleep, so maybe you'll be able to do something in the daylight. Oh, okay, cool. So you get a chance then. It sounds like maybe.
Oh, if you say so, I have preparations to make.
Oh, stash. Is that a stashy place?
It sure is.
Good. Stash things. But yeah, you're gonna get a different weapon on the thing that you're gonna want more than that sword. At least according to this walkthrough.
Let me see what I got going on here. I can put back one vaccine there still.
Dave?
Yeah, I don't trust this.
Cool. Anyway, have fun.
Thank you. That doesn't make me nervous at all.
I'm telling you to have fun! It's a festival!
Someone's getting sacrificed into the volcano.
Discord almost yeeted me.
I mean, I'm glad it didn't. Justin, I don't think this is going the way you think it's gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go buy some defensive items real quick. So that's the guest house.
Just make sure you stash things.
72. That's not good enough. That's just way too expensive. Okay. And then that gets Sue's defense just a little bit better than where it was. It was falling a little too out of line from everyone else's.
Cool. Stash and save.
Yep, I did.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading ahead.
That's okay.
Okay, that's not the tent, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not. Couldn't find this place before, but I sure can now. This way. This ain't gonna be good.
It's fine. I don't know why you're having
There's a
such an
rope,
issue.
there's a net up above us.
Do it, do it, do it.
Uh-huh. Yep, okay.
That's a catapult.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that they're still sitting in air.
By the way, you really didn't have to resist this. You're not gonna have a suit for a little bit.
I like how they're like, okay, well, I guess we gotta kill the dragon. Well, here we are. I guess here.
Yeah, there should be some like fire dogs or something that will give you an item that you actually really need to kill enemies easily here. And there's a mod egg, by the way.
Sure is. Just stumbled upon that.
Don't use fire. 200% do not use fire.
Noted.
I don't know how big this section actually is. Because the boss fight apparently is kind of close.
A wind, blow him away.
Okay, okay.
It's in a general north direction, that's about all I know. And again, don't use fire. Don't have to mention that, don't use fire.
What a cinch.
Okay.
I know you do meet up with Stu, but I don't know where that is. Did it drop a staff?
No.
I appreciate that it's called a hot dog.
They're really just called hot dogs, aren't they?
Yeah.
A wind, blow him away.
Anyway, they should drop a staff that'll help kill the enemies.
Well, let's see if I can get lucky with the drops then.
See my
I can
power.
farm them a little bit if needed. want to make sure that one gets killed. Cool. Ah, there's the staff.
What a cinch.
Because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, that's going upwards. I don't think I want to do that.
Anyway, the brain stuff should help kill enemies, apparently. Lost soul, that's promising.
Yeah.
What a cinch.
Well, it's got the water attribute on there, so I could see how that could be beneficial.
Pieces are a nice save point and stashy place.
Yeah.
Oh, wind, blow him away!
Yeah, hits decently hard. $278 damage real casual like.
Told you it was gonna be helpful.
Okay, Justin, so I just need you to go whack those real quick.
$350.
What a cinch.
Yeah, that combo hit was insane. I really don't know what to be expecting here.
What a cinch.
Man, I wish I had a map for this area. Okay, so there's like 3 different places that have raised up so far.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you wish there was a map for any area, right?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
What a cinch.
Okay, okay. Because, yeah, very much like this is just like, okay, well,
What a cinch.
There are so many branching off points. Okay, so this is a dead end. Cool. I hope this end is a dead end too. Well, sure isn't. Ah. I guess we'll do that.
Blow 'em away.
I didn't mean to use like the really powerful wind spell, but I did, so.
What a cinch.
Whatever, you're near a safe point.
Also very true. Okay. No, you come back here. You get to die. No mercy upon the flames of hell.
What a cinch.
Okay, so that's Volcano Slope 2. So as long as there's no other ways around this nonsense, that helps. Okay, so that leads there. Cool. So that's 2 ways done, or that's 1 way done. That's a strong item. $20 MP to all levels to the entire freaking party. Okay, so that's that way that I went. So that just leaves 1 way left that I need to explore before we can progress on to Zone 2. Cool. They got a lot better than I was thinking it was going to be for a second. Well, that's awkward. That's just a dead end. Well, about that.
Probably stash away your extra staffs.
I was gonna keep 1 for Sue.
That's fair. Save. Save.
Yep, I will. I should recover first.
Yeah, you should. Good point. I didn't think of that.
Okay. Was it this way?
Probably.
No.
Nope. Okay. Guess who's bad at navigating?
Me?
I mean me, but also you can be sometimes apparently.
I really can be.
I remember when I said that I don't like the fog overlay. That's convenient.
Oh,
Oh my god! The gang's all together now.
how nice. Okay, so that means this is the way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish exploring up on this little section. Oh, hello. You wanna know what I didn't do? I didn't equip the staff to Sue.
No, you did not.
That's really unfortunate.
Oh, wind, blow him away!
Although arguably, I do just have Crackle on Sue.
That's true. But you do eventually run out of magic.
I don't think that takes magic to do that because it's an item.
Oh, right. You. I forgot that she does have the crackle bow.
Yeah. We can do that though. Okay. Gold up here. I forgot I still need to be leveling Earth with Fina.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah. That being said, I don't think I'm gonna use like trimmers here. Considering it's a semi-fire move.
Yeah, just beef up defense.
I only got the 3 of them.
Please protect us!
I can't wait for Justin to do his special moves on this dragon. In theory, they should hit like a frickin' truck. Okay, cool. So that's this section done. Apparently went the wrong way. So I want to go left next because that's where Sue and Gadwin came from. Oh, that's Volcano Base.
Hey, go.
Well, I want to explore this part here first.
Okay. Just before you move on, go recover and save again.
Interesting.
Please protect us!
You're no match for me.
Totally not a lot of enemies in this little area.
Please protect us.
Poor Sue.
Please protect us.
I'm gonna have so much of this rain staff that I am going to actually end up selling.
That's a good thing.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, because like, man, I've got 4 of them now. So
I mean, really, you could start selling off all your old equipment too.
yeah, there's probably actually a fair bit I could get rid of there. This feels like progress. Okay, I'll go do the base first. So this was... Oh, well that's... Is that why? Where did... I am lost as shit.
I don't know what to tell you.
Nah, that's on this game. This game chose not to have a map of any variety. And like, to an extent I get it, right? I do get it.
Protect us.
But at least a basic like mini map kind of deal is beneficial. If you're gonna have like as much twisty turny stuff as this has.
Pretty easy, right?
At least the enemies don't respawn readily. That helps a lot. What the heck is over there? Okay. All of a sudden, Fina is moving first again. I don't know why that is.
Please protect us.
Okay, so go club it.
Not bad, eh?
I could maybe have got a dig off there. I didn't think I could have. Okay, so Gadwin, you're going to club these magma men. Let's see if that staff is effective on them. Yeah, appears to be.
Please protect us.
Cool.
All right, we won.
Another staff. Well, I'm not gonna try to run away from it because they'll just try to kill me. This is great for Justin's club skill, though.
Just a bit.
What a cinch.
Okay, so there's taken care of. Okay, so wood beam I've not gone across yet. Okay.
Please protect us.
Have I even looked at what sword Gadwin is using? I don't think I have.
Come on, get up.
Sorry, what was that?
If I'd looked at the sword Gadwin is using or not.
I don't think you've actually really taken a look at his inventory at all.
Please protect us.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I don't know why I was going to magic. Justin's all about clubbing people right now.
We won.
In this case, it's like seal clubbing. They're more or less defenseless, and one hit will do them in. Then again, that also works for Sue, which is kind of terrifying.
Please protect us.
I will say, I really appreciate that after like no one's move is queued up, it speeds up the bar. Sure, if I can get another dig off. I don't think I will. But
All right,
almost. Man, that totally looks like something that Gadwin could just punch.
You know.
Okay, time to go across the tree now.
please protect us.
Well, I can for sure kill the one.
Please protect us.
So you have a 3-day work week this week, right?
Yep.
You excited about that?
All right, we won.
Eh.
I would say a little too workaholic-ish.
said I'm screwed starting tomorrow. Because now I have to actually track my hours and try to remember to track a lunch. Quotation marks.
I mean, yep. Important things.
That's why I like this job. I didn't have to do that kind of shit.
Please
Yeah, pretty much every job requires that. Because labor laws.
Not if they say specifically in the thing that you signed that you are restricted to 40 hours. You don't get overtime. And you have to take a lunch. I just choose not to. But now that they're unionizing, they have to start implementing changes, which I get, but like, I hate it.
Please protect us.
Yeah, if you're someone that, you know, dives in as hard as you do, like, you know, it causes some hiccups here and there.
Look, the main thing I'm really gonna hate is just tracking my lunch.
All right, we won.
I was utter rubbish at that at my previous job.
Just think of it this way. It's an excuse to go do anything else.
Well, I never said I was gonna take a lunch. I never once said that.
You're supposed to take a lunch. That is the point of it.
I never once said I would.
Why are you like this?
Would you like the simple answer or a very complex answer that would take probably a little while to explain and probably end with tears?
Well, let's not do that.
Okay, so the simple answer is I'm a workaholic. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Workaholic with underlining mental issues.
I mean, accurate.
Please protect us.
Yeah, no way I get that off. Another rain staff. Oh my god. They really want to make sure you get that.
I told you.
Ow. Can we stop doing that? Poor Gadwin. Poor Gadwin.
Please protect us.
I wonder if there's an upgraded form of digging. Well, Suzume's skills have leveled up.
Please protect
Yeah, there was like an upgraded form of digging that gave like 2 defense levels per cast. That would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
As is, I can like, you know, cast with Fina, then cast with Justin.
All right, we won.
Yeah. Fair point.
Oh hey, level up. Not bad. So many fire dogs. I'm gonna have to go back and actually save so I make sure I don't like randomly run into the boss.
And recover. Don't forget to recover.
Yeah. You know, I've only burned through like 20 MP with Fina. Poor Sue. Just.
Please protect
Oh, hey.
us.
I'm surprised that went off. I didn't anticipate it to. So I got 2 casts off this time. Let's see what earth defense or earth level I gained. Okay, so it's still giving like 12, so it's still doing very good. Okay, I'm gonna go back and save if I can figure out where the actual hell I am. Okay. So this is where I'm at. Neat. Also gonna stash like
Will be right
1,
steps.
2, 3. I mean, only 3. I thought it was gonna be more, to be honest. Okay, well that wasn't too bad then. Okay. So this is to the... This is to slope 1? Okay. I was very confused for a moment there. I'm like... But... Why?
Please protect us.
Another staff.
Naturally.
Come, try again.
And I hope they're worth something at least.
Any money is good money, in my opinion.
I mean, you're not wrong. But it'd be better if it's worth, like, actual money.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, if it's 10 gold, I'm gonna be a little disappointed, not gonna lie. So this here should take me... somewhere? Okay. And then this way takes me to there. Okay. I'm finally getting a little bit of a map in my head about this place. And then that's the base. Okay. I don't think there's anything more I can do at the base.
Besides save and recover.
Well, the base is another area entirely.
Oh. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the names.
That's fair. Man, I'm gonna drop so much ice on this dragon.
I mean, that is kind of the point.
Oh my god, another staff. Oh my god! Okay.
It's fine.
Please protect us.
I have just gained all of the staves I have just stashed away.
It's fine.
All right, we won.
Okay. Justin's weapon skill's about to go up again though, so that's good.
That's good.
Bina got a level up, her strength went up, vitality went up.
Sue is just so far behind.
Yep, she is still 3 levels behind somehow.
By the way, you were over leveled.
Oh,
So you're aware.
I've assumed that.
I only just now paid attention to your levels.
What level was I supposed to be for here?
16.
Yeah, that seems about right.
And then the next section will be 18.
That's actually a fairly large jump.
Anyway, thinking about hitting at the boss soon?
Yeah.
Cool. Because probably after the boss, I will probably have to bow out.
That's understandable. So I imagine you got class stuff to do?
Please
Well, I
protect
still,
us.
my alarm is like set at 4:35 a.m. because I have to drop these off the work.
Oh, Lord.
And then I'll probably do class stuff, yes.
Hip hip hooray!
Okay. Where is this taking me?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't guide you at all.
Sorry, what the actual fuck? Okay. I did not expect that loop around.
Please protect us.
Well, I think we've made good progress today.
Yeah, I'd say so. Got to save a second village in one day.
At least most of the way.
Please protect us. Hip hip hooray!
Okay. Volcano crater. And Gadwin is just on the outside while he let us children get surrounded.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Please protect us.
Yeah, her Earth leveled up.
Woohoo! Oh, Sue, I love you.
Not bad, eh?
Okay. Man, I wish I knew which way was the way to go. I think this is the way to go, so I'm gonna go back the other way.
Wouldn't be able to tell you, unfortunately. The guide's not very helpful about that.
Yeah. I'm trying to hurry a little bit there for you.
That's fair. Thank you.
Please protect us.
Cool.
Hip hip hooray!
I love seeing Sue be able to finish off an enemy on her own. It's so heartwarming.
Yeah, I couldn't get around that one.
Please protect us.
You know, I've really not even grinded like level experience that much. So it's interesting that I'm that over leveled. Gadwin, I could really use with you not just whiffing.
Come, try again.
It's fine.
Hey, there's Sue's level up.
I know, but... Like, look at her.
Uh-huh, yep.
She needs more XP than Justin does, and he's 19. Oh, that's right. I'd be like, you better not fucking equip that.
Huh?
That's what I'd be like, you better not fucking equip that to Justin.
I'm tempted to equip that, but I don't think I need to worry about that, really.
It's 10 damage. He will live.
I think I just understood the wording on that. Hello.
It said prevent damage that's under 10. Or 10 or under, or something like that.
Yeah, that's 100% what I meant. Like, I'm like, wait, is this like some kind of immunity thing? I'm like, that's a little overpowered. But no, I think it is very much what you said. Is like any damage under 10 just gets, you know, negated.
Please protect
Yeah.
us.
Like, no, that's dumb. It would have been so helpful earlier in the game. Or if it said, like, 30, I might have encouraged it. It just feels like stupid.
Come on, get up.
need Justin to be a little closer to full health than that.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna go fight a fire drake. Good job.
Come on. Ah, damn it. Oh, Flame Howl, that's a new move. Okay, well, we're gonna do that. Let's have him go all the way over there.
Come, try again.
Hey, look, no rain stats.
Right? It's been a moment since I've got one, which I'm very okay with, actually.
Oh, save points. Sweet.
I'll get the gold first.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you want me to kill the dragon first, or should we call it here?
That's up to you.
We can call it here, because if you're needing to go, I don't know if there's going to be, like, any exposition after. So, I'd hate... Huh?
I said I don't know.
So, I don't want to keep you on that, so... We can just do that next time. You're okay. Are we still potentially planning on tomorrow, or do we want to plan later in the week?
I mean, I'm okay with tomorrow if you are.
I think tomorrow ought to be okay. I'm just going to try not to, you know, fuck my sleep schedule too much tonight.
Okay. Well, if it turns out you can't do tomorrow, Wednesday's also a good option for me.
Okay. I think we'll try tomorrow and then Thursday. As long as that's okay on you.
Let me get back to you on that. I'm debating on that one only because my new game comes in on Thursday. So
Okay. Definitely understandable there. Well, question then. Would we want to do, well, 3 days in a row is probably too much.
We could do tomorrow and Wednesday too.
Yeah, assuming I'm up for it. Let's say we'll do tomorrow and Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday we won't, and then if you're up for it Saturday, assuming I don't have anything come up on my end, we can do that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so that still gets us a decent bit of little progress there. We are going to go ahead and wrap up stream there, and thank you for those that have joined, and hope you enjoyed the content. We'll see what next time brings. Have a good one, everyone.